inside. Only 2,000, but I certainly would go back to thoroughbreds now.
Thank you very much, Jane. And to her left, we have a lady from Belgium, Nelly Filippo, who I discovered studied physics, which absolutely threw me. So Nelly, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, indeed, I'm educated as a physicist, and I turned to breeding, which is much more interesting. And being a breeder, I was first involved with showing, where I became a judge, and judged in 5 continents. And next I was involved in endurance racing when I'm an international endurance rider to the highest level. And finally I was involved in racing.
Myself in a certain time to be a trainer, which is very nice because of course I'm still having a company, and I attend meetings from time to time, but for me it's boring. I am more into horses.
Well, this is what unites us all here, the passion. But what I think is very interesting in today's panel, we obviously have very much the West meeting the Middle East. And as we heard in the panel earlier on, which I find quite humbling, was when we had a young jockey from Oman who was telling us that she actually only got into racing because her primary sport, which was sprinting athletics, she couldn't actually pursue that. Now, we've heard in the meantime, we had a chance to discuss a few things, and you told me you yourself are educated, you've gone to university and everything, and yet then we've got the opposite in Bahrain, you know, the first female lawyer. So tell us, one of you, may I commence with Her Excellency, how is the situation progressing? What can we do to get women more involved?
To be honest with you, we need a lot of work to do to make the women more as a number in the racing, especially in our area, Middle East and GCC countries, because as you know, everybody knows it is a new field. For me, my information about racing is limitation, but when I share with Miss Lara about racing, I get some information, but when I listened yesterday and today, everyone in this field are facing too much challenge, as everybody yesterday mentioned and today. So we need a lot. We need to support this woman. When I research the strategy which is established in the Arab country, I never found any article or any subject regarding the sport.
Encourage women in sport. Going back to Jackie's point, just speaking from my experiences within the UK, there's women in sport, women in horse racing. We have Hayley Turner, we have Amy Ryan, who just won the Apprentice Championships, and Lucy Alexander on a crest of a wave. But if you scratch the surface, or when you read in the British media, it's often men that are in director roles and very few women. But if you scratch the surface of our sport, the real operators, I work with some supremely talented women, and I feel that Lara really has sort of set a precedent in trying to promote women into board level, directing level. I think if we can get more women at that level, hopefully we can then also encourage them and support them at the grassroots of the sport on a global scale.
Right, well actually, you know, as the discussion is progressing, everyone has sort of mentioned, you know, that maybe women in racing, as Jackie said, you know, we have actually accomplished a lot of things already, you know, and I think that also needs to be mentioned. We always sort of say, oh, you know, women in racing and it's hard and everything, but there's a lot of accomplishment that has been achieved over the years, and now certainly you have turned this event into a global event. What I want to know from you now is, where do you think we are going? I mean, where are women in racing going? What is happening?
Well, everybody asked me the question.
Yeah, I'm asking you officially.
What do you think after 5 years, where are we going? I think what we achieved until today is still, we're still at the beginning, because you always have to look forward. And the future always is beautiful, because whenever you have competition, you have an idea, you want to, a goal. The goal is so important to put ahead of you. Just to, when you accomplish it, just put it behind you and go for another goal. This is what makes women really fantastic, because they like to challenge. And it's a great challenge between having this series in the world, because it holds a big name to our house, is our mother, Her Highness Fatima Mubarak. Because this series enlightens countries now, for example, like Hungary. Hungary is not, was a sleeping partner in Fijenti. And when we approached and said, well, maybe a Hungarian girl, we asked Susanna, maybe a Hungarian girl can participate. Last year she said, no, maybe next afterwards, and then this year she said, what do you think of the Hungarian girl? And yes, the Hungarian girl now participated 1 year, and every year there's achievements of more countries involved.
You have 2, 4, 6, 7 amazing women sitting up here, and not one of you has a question for the panel. Yeah, ladies, I think you're scaring. You're definitely scared. That you're scaring the audience. Well, Harriet, in that case, Harriet has a quote that she'd like to say.
It's from Sally Rowley-Williams, our chair of Women Racing. I think it's a very poignant quote from Madeleine Albright, who was the first Secretary of State of the US. And she says, I think it's important. Please stand up. Thank you.
This morning I heard that the ladies or the jockey ladies blaming the owner and the trainer that they don't give them the chance to run. I am suggesting that we have a race in our calendar every week or every 2 weeks, only for ladies. And this will encourage even ladies from overseas, from the Middle East, to come over, because our race is in the weekend, and they can ride that race. And in this way, it's not anymore up to the owner or up to the trainer. No, there is a race, and it should be must. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
I have an answer for you, Harry. Last year we had a race in Abu Dhabi. And in Abu Dhabi Equestrian Club, we had Her Highness Sheikh Fatima Mubarak Ladies Sport Championship. We were little short in horses, and we asked why. So we are here to support, but we need more of you, AEs, owners and trainers, to push horses, to have confidence in the ladies, even if they are, maybe they have one win. Okay? This does not, one hand does not clap, it needs 2 hands to clap. Of the word of women racing, and maybe the capital of the word of apprentice racing, because we will have around maybe